Hello, Aidan from Enchiridion Chiropractic Training. I want to talk about your pre-clinic ritual. Why your nervous system walks into the room before you do. Please don't forget, give a like, subscribe, and if you've got a comment on everything I talk about, I'd really appreciate it. Now then, gang. Whether you call yourself a chiropractor, a clinician, a healer, or a primary contact practitioner, let me ask you, I think, a simple but very profound question. What is your pre-working day routine? And I don't mean do you like a coffee in the morning, or do you check your diary on the way in, or what do you listen to on Spotify? I mean, how do you transition from the outside world into the clinical world? Because, and this is what today's video is all about, your patients aren't just going to pick up on what you say and do, although they will, they're also going to pick up on your nervous system, full stop. And they're going to feel the state you're in before you've even properly greeted them. So, why does that matter? Well, if you followed any of the work we do here at Enchiridion Chiropractic Training, you'll know I'm a big believer in the idea that chiropractic is much more than biomechanics. Yes, we are adjusting joints, restoring motion, but I think really what we're really doing is interacting moment to moment with another human nervous system. And it's that we're actually changing. And the first nervous system, therefore, that enters the room is yours. And patients will subconsciously mirror you as you mirror them. They read your tone, posture, breathing, your facial expressions, and whether you know it or not, this is either going to be helping them move towards safety, ease, and ventral vagal engagement, or it may be keeping them slightly defensive, slightly braced, slightly switched on, even if your adjustment or your clinical knowledge is perfect. And this is why your pre-clinic routine is not fluff, it's not woo-woo, it is in fact neuro-clinical preparation. So what? Well, the principle is that your state shapes theirs. Dr. Stephen Porges talks about neuroception, which is our brain's automatic subconscious ability to detect safety or threat. Your patient's nervous systems are also constantly scanning for signals. They are looking to say, are you calm? Are you rushed? Are you grounded? Are you dysregulated? Are you present? Or are you still stuck in the traffic jam mentality before you got in? And even if you're pretending to be fine, you can't mask your autonomic state. Your nervous system broadcasts it. And your patients, without ever consciously thinking about it, feel it via interoception. And that's why two chiropractors can deliver the same adjustment and produce completely different clinical outcomes. So, what suggestion will I give you? Build a threshold ritual. So here's what I'd like you to think about starting to do, and what I try and teach in ECT seminars. Create a threshold ritual, which is a deliberate transition between outside Aidan and clinical Aidan, whatever your name is. It doesn't need to be long, it doesn't need to be necessarily spiritual, but it does need to be intentional. So here are a few examples that I use that take approximately 30 to 90 seconds. Do a breathing reset, 3 deep nasal breaths, long, slow exhale. Feel your ribs, diaphragm, and pelvic floor coordinating, which will drop your system into a ventral vagal state, helping you to become a calmer, not just chiropractor, but signal that to your patients. Check your posture. Stand tall, make sure your feet are grounded. Lift your crown, relax your shoulders, and you're signaling competence and safety before anyone says hello. Think about, for yourself, a one-line intention, something like, Be present. Look, listen, respect what their body is telling me. A simple cognitive anchor like that can profoundly influence your clinical tone. Or why not have an actual physical reset yourself with a quick stretch, or even just shaking tension out of your hands before the first patient. Mechanical changes in your body create a neurological change in you. Or have an energy check. Ask yourself, how am I right now today? Not to judge, just to acknowledge. Because when you're aware of your own internal state, you're actually already modulating it. So why do this? Why does this change your clinical day? Well, quite simply, once you bring this into your routine, you'll begin to notice that your adjustments feel smoother. Your patient interactions will feel easier and your communication becomes clearer. You'll stop taking the stress of your morning onto your first patient. And the big one is that patients will actually respond better. Maybe not because you've changed your technique, but because you've changed your nervous system, and therefore they are going to be more calm as well. So, let's give you a challenge to you. For the next 5 days, before your first patient, take a minute, literally 60 seconds, to transition into being a chiropractor. And then ask yourself at the end of the week, how different did that feel? Because if we, as chiropractors, want to deliver the best version of ourselves, if we want to serve, lead, guide, adjust, educate, whatever, then we cannot walk into the room unconsciously. Our patients deserve better, so do we. If you've enjoyed it, this is the kind of thing we dive deeper into on ECT training weekends. The mechanics, the neurophysiology, communication, motion palpation, the whole package. So once again, thank you for tuning in. Leave a comment, tell me your preclinical ritual, and make sure that you're subscribed because there's loads more coming. This has been Aidan from Encouraging Chiropractic Training, signing off. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.